Reddit, what are some fun things to do on New Year's Eve if you're not a big party goer, under 21? My son and his friends have always spent New Year's with me. We play board games and beat on pots and pans at midnight. My son turned 18 this year and I expected they would skip it this year, but they are all planning on being here and playing board games. Lol, now they are bringing their girlfriends. Edit. Thank you so much for the well wishes in silver, gold, and platinum, monsieur. The most wholesome. I'm switching from Farming Simulator 2018 to Farming Simulator 2019. In bed by 10:30. My brother is coming over with Pizza Hut and his Switch and we're gonna play Smash tonight. At least someone is smashing tonight, sad face. Don't worry, I'll smash for you. My face. Into my pillow. At 7 p.m. monsieur, because I have to work at 5 a.m. tomorrow. Carrot H, carrot, carrot E, carrot, carrot, carrot L, carrot, 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 carrot P. Check with your local bowling places and see if they have a New Year's Eve special. A few years ago I went with my family, my teenage son and 2 of his friends. Myself, my early 20s daughter and her boyfriend. The price included unlimited bowling, pizza and pop. There was beer available and champagne at midnight for the adults. I had to coax them because they thought it would be lame, but by the time we left at 1 a.m., they all were raving about how much fun they had. I love this. What a great idea. Thank you. I'm not a teen, but me and my so really don't feel like going to a house party and get plastered. Watching movies sounded a little depressing. This will be our plan. Happy New Year. For the last 3 years I have done the same thing. At around 10 p.m. I find a random person on a game on Xbox. Then I play with them all night, then never talk them again. Do you tell them at the start that they are just being used? No, they find that out themselves. Board game night. Risk was our go-to. For sure. If you haven't played it before, go pick up Ticket to Ride. It should be at Walmart for about 25 bucks. It's simple to learn and it's enjoyable for most people. It's also an excellent gateway to the affliction of board game addiction. Edit. I was off by a bit on what it costs. Most of the expansions are in the $25 range, not the base game. Also, get the 1910 expansion if you get TTR America. You get more routes and non-Hobbit-sized cards. Visit an older relative or give them a call to wish them a Happy New Year. Especially if you didn't get to see them for the holidays, it may take just a few minutes, hours of your time, but it will mean the world to the person you're visiting. Calling. Just called all my grandparents after reading your comment. Wonderful idea. I have a tradition of writing down all the terrible things from the previous year and setting it on fire. It can be anything you want to leave behind going into the new year. This can easily be done alone or with a few close friends. It just feels nice watching all that negativity turn to ash. Edit. Happy New Year, Tilda. Can I just cut the middleman and set myself on fire? Want some help? Sure, you bring the matches and I'll get some gasoline. At 10:30, if you start Infinity War, you can watch Gamora drop instead of the ball. Teenagers. Have a sleepover with some close friends. Ring in the new year together. Edit. I get it. None of you have friends. When I get 80 Reddit notifications about bold of you to assume I have friends, and what are friends, boy, it's a little tiring. I love the replies. I'm glad you're enjoying yourselves. And glad you can be lonely together. Be lonely together without me. What if all of your friends are going to parties you weren't invited to? Please respond, I have no plans tonight. Edit. Thanks for all the responses. I'm probs gonna ask one of my friends if I can tag along and hope I don't get kicked out. Edit 2. Going to the party. Shall update afterwards. Hell that party was so fucking lit. I just gave the host $10 for letting me come in. It was def worth it. Ask your friend if you can come. No one will actually care or even question if you were invited if it's a gathering over 15 people. I did. The party is being thrown by a girl who's known for kicking people out if they weren't personally invited by her. So that's an L. Get better friends next year. They sound like assholes. Stargaze and take a bubble bath. Will your tub be in your garden? I used to have an outdoor shower. It didn't have a ceiling. The night before I got married, I took a shower in the moonlight. I was due to give birth in about a week, so I was heavily pregnant. It was one of the most surreal and cool things I've ever done. As someone that has always been let down by big New Year's Eve events, I now either just hang out with some friends and play games and not pay attention to the time, or I stay home, have a bunch of appetizers for dinner and go to bed by 10:30. Haven't been let down by Loki night yet. Under or over 21. Doesn't really matter. I had a group of friends that we all would make sandwiches and buy chips and water and drive around our city and hand them out with any spare blankets any of us had to anyone without accommodations. I moved, but plan on restarting that tradition. Really helped to frame priorities going into the new year. Well, that took an unexpectedly wholesome turn. I thought you were gonna drive around town eating your chips and stuff and try and be in a specific place to celebrate. Sleep. Very fun and would recommend. I hear it's therapeutic. Twilight Zone marathon on Sci-Fi or Netflix. Watch Netflix, eat hot Cheetos, drink wine, and hang out with my dog. If you start watching Avengers Infinity War at 9 hours 48 minutes and 54 seconds p.m. tonight, Thanos will snap at exactly midnight. An NBSP. Edit. I pray to God I got this right or Reddit will have my fucking head. I'm not sure if these count as partying, but I'm not a huge club goer, so my friends and I like to have fun in other ways such as, but not limited to, weird food betting. If you have exotic grocery stores anywhere nearby, pick up a bunch of the weirdest food you can find. Preferably things you've never heard of or tasted before. Play any game that requires betting. The loser has to pick a food out of the pot and taste it. It's fun because sometimes the food is actually really tasty and sometimes it's horrifically bad. Inflatable or trampoline party. Some areas have active play party venues that have trampolines, inflatables, obstacle courses, etc. Oftentimes, they have specials for New Year's that are always a good time. Host an overly fancy tea party. Make sure to include cucumber sandwiches, scones, and mini sweets. Ask everyone to dress up as snobby as possible and only speak in your snobbiest accent all night. Play board games in character. I have more if people are interested, but I understand that most of these things are stupid and require some amount of effort, so they aren't feasible for a lot of people. Edit. Requests for more have been made. More below. RC Car Monster Truck Rally. Put together a shitty monster truck arena with dirt and whatever free crap you find laying around online. Have each participant bring their RC car. Encourage bullshit modding and decor. Play metal music while battling your cars. You can find cheap RC cars on Amazon. Attempt to make raindrop cakes. It's stupidly hard for something that contains less than 5 ingredients and the results are often hilariously disappointing. If you live near a body of water, attempt to make small boats out of biodegradable materials, either purchased or foraged. Don't litter. See if any of them actually float. If they do, throw rocks at them to try and sink the monsieur. Have a chopped iron chef-style competition using only easy bake ovens and children's play cooking utensils. If you have cattails growing in your area, wait until they are about to go to seed and use them to have a battle royale. They explode dramatically upon contact. You win if your cattail explodes upon striking your opponent. Don't wail on each other too hard, though. It doesn't take a lot for them to explode. Wear safety gear just in case. Football uniforms with safety glasses work well for this. Play Mario Party, but the people in the room are only allowed to communicate by making their best impression of their character's default catchphrase. For instance, different inflections of Yahoo for Luigi or random Yoshi noises. This gets extra fun if you get your friends to do shitty cosplay of their character as well. Anyone who breaks the rule must either drink or grab a weird food out of the weird food pile, depending on whether alcohol is involved or not. When the night is yours to treasure, when your time is up to you, make the query, "What's your pleasure?" and imagine what you'll do. You could watch your dearest movie. You could play the nearest game. You could get on Dancin' Groovy. No embarrassment or shame. You could walk around in panties. You could strut your stuff with pride. Drink a whiskey, sing in shanties. Get naked. Go outside. You could bask in private glory. You could take your precious time. You could start the perfect story. Write a stanza, pen a rhyme. You could settle back and savor any second you'd relive. You could find the perfect flavor that your kitchen has to give. You could stay up late enjoying what you're certain to forget. You could surf the web annoying other people on the net. You could drunk and call your mother. You could tell her where to go. You could do it all, my brother. Or just stay on Reddit. Yo, I'm planning on drinking some magic mushroom tea with my wife and giggling at local fireworks from the safety of my living room, Monsieur. Edit. Hi, thanks for gilding. Happy New Year to all of you. It's going really well. Playing some Smash while she is buying bundles of games on itch.io and stay, Monsieur. I hope you all have an awesome 2019. Greater than magic mushroom tea, that's a thing? Where can I get some? You get magic mushrooms and then put them in water and heat the water. This is correct. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.